Hi, and welcome to another veg-inspired video. Today we're going to share with you a one-pot cooked beans and greens recipe using white beans. We prefer Great Northern beans, but you can also use cannellini, and local farmers market kale. Now, this recipe is all inspired by the fall and the chilly weather. You throw this stuff on and it's ready in a couple hours, and you can just sit back and chillax while it cooks. We're going to start with half a pound of white beans that we've picked over, making sure there's no stones, and then rinsed. So I'm going to put those in our Dutch oven. And then we're going to add 7 cups of water. We're going to add half a teaspoon of iodized salt. And then the magic ingredient, kelp granules. I'll link these in the description below. You can snag them from Amazon or maybe your local health food store. We picked them up at Whole Foods, but we'll probably order from Amazon in the future. We use these so that the kelp granules can help penetrate the skin so that the insides cook faster, making a creamier bean. Works perfect every time. We're using our handy pinch measurer, but this is equivalent to about a 1/16 of a teaspoon. Now we're going to turn this on and bring it to a boil. And we're boiling. We're going to reduce this to a simmer, cover it, and cook it for about an hour and 15 minutes. And we'll be back. And we're back. Our beans are almost done. They're right at the perfect tenderness, and it's time to add our kale. Some optional ingredients that you can add are a half a teaspoon of cracked fennel seeds, 5 to 6 minced garlic cloves, a pinch of red pepper flakes, and or a teaspoon of nutritional yeast. You can add all of them, you can add none of them, you can increase your red pepper flakes if you like it really spicy, or not. Those are all options. So we're going to add a few of those ingredients right now, and then we're going to add our kale. This is a bunch of washed and de-stemmed kale. We'll just add that on top. Increase it to medium-high heat, cover it back up, and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes so that kale settles down into the beans and the beans are nice and tender and creamy. See you in a minute. And we're back. Let's check this out. Ooh, everything came together really great. Our kale's nice and bright and cooked, nice and tender. Our beans look nice and tender. So everything looks fantastic. We've turned the heat off, and now you're just gonna plate it up and serve it with whatever starch you want next to it. We like to serve it with some type of vegan Parmesan, whether it's store-bought or homemade with nutritional yeast and nuts. You can also serve it with Tabasco like John likes it, or another hot sauce, however you wanna do it. All right, let's plate up these beans and greens and get eating. I'm going to salt mine and add some nutritional yeast. I just do straight nutritional yeast, but if you have vegan Parmesan or either store-bought or homemade, that's great too. And then I'm going to serve it with a couple of pieces of fresh baked Italian bread. We buy this bread par-baked from Whole Foods, and then we bring it home and bake it. There's nothing like the smell of fresh baked bread. And we didn't have to go through the kneading and all of that. So that's a pro tip if you're looking for one. All right, let's give it a taste. The kale's nice and tender. The beans are creamy and cooked to perfection. You can find the full recipe details for this recipe on VegInspired.com. I'll put a link in the description below. We hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and let us know what you would pair your beans and greens with. Maybe some pasta or another starch or bread like us. Hit that little red subscribe so you don't miss our next video coming to you next week, and we're super excited about that recipe. Until next time, eat more plants, live veg inspired, and have a great day.